Hello everybody, how's it going today? It's Frankie here, and I got to say, what a massive nervy win that was. I got to include the word nervy because that match, especially that first half, was absolutely poor. And I said it. I called after the West Ham match, and I was just like, this is going to be a lot like West Ham. But the difference is, Everton had pace in that team. Everton, the way they defended was just brilliant. That's the way to play against us now. Defend and defend, block our attacks, block Mbumo and block Cunha, block those players from scoring, and you'll be fine. And yeah, it didn't hold that for long, but let me tell you, at least with that first half, we created something. I think who was it that had a shot in the first half that was cleared off the line? We also had another moment where it was a tame save, and we also had a shot from Fernandes? No, Fernandes is either was it Fernandes or Casemiro? Or maybe Dallo, whoever it was, that made a shot and it just went wide. And we were having a bit of an attempt. I mean, we have become that sort of team now where even when we're poor, we still like we're going to score from somewhere. Everton as well had moments. They didn't really do much in that first, apart from defend. We started to be on our guard because our defence is awful. That is the reason why I think we're in top 4 now. That's the reason why we're not up there with Arsenal and City. Because our defence has been terrible. So at least we can score goals when needed. It's just the defence part is lacking. And the passing, oh my god, passing was just absolutely awful. I had a corner coming through, apologies for that. But the passing, Fernandes especially, the passing, oh my god, they were so complacent. It was like it's like every pass they made it's like they were panicking. Right, it's like they were 2-0 down and they had to rush. You know, they didn't need to rush. I get the Everton pressure. I don't blame them. The Everton press was just they made it difficult for us. But oh my god, the passing, it kept going out for forwards. Everton weren't that good either. And somebody said to me, "Oh, this match is showing why these two teams are mid-table." You mean this match is showing why Everton is mid-table? We're not mid-table, we're 4th now, for now. Because that won't last very long in the next, games coming up. But yeah, Everton didn't have no cutting edge to them though. That was the only thing that was an issue for them. They had no cutting edge. Second half, gotta say, was a bit more improved. We got crosses in. Diallo was way better, was a bit better than the first half. Could have been a bit better with passing as well, but we improved a bit. We actually went forward a bit more. We didn't mess up too many opportunities that came by. They got a bit of blocks in as well. I got to say as well, the goal came at a perfect time. Again, a perfect sub like Sesko comes on and scores, which was the big goal in the game, which decided it. And it was a good finish, good breakaway. I think it was a Maguire or something. Passes to Mbumo, and Mbumo puts it into the net. Brilliant. He's become a hero for us now. I think it needed a different manager given confidence. And it was just the perfect sub to put on. I kind of knew I don't know what it was. I knew there'll be a goal in it for us. I thought Everton would score 2. I did say it'll be a scrappy win, and it ended up to be that, and I'll take it. But yeah, I mean, Carrick's got that spot on there. Our tactics as well wasn't too bad. Lamins, I tell you what, he had to make a save or two. Made a good save that he had to make one catch, especially towards the end. He also had to clear out corners, punch him away, and catch him. Brilliant and alert keeper. I could tell he's serious. His demeanour, his attitude is serious. I know I just came with like, yeah, alright, yeah, oh yeah, but I'll let goals in. 100% I'm going to let every goal in, yeah. Don't worry, but you can still worship me though. He was looking at that. That's how he was acting towards the crowd and the players. He was looking all around like, yeah, I'm the one right here. Lamins gets on with it. He knows it's a serious job. Although I didn't like the way we started in the first 22 seconds, I must add. Because he nearly made us concede a goal. Like he had one moment where he got the ball, and I think it was an Everton player. It came off an Everton player. Lucky it didn't come to nothing. And I think there's a similar mistake somewhere in the second half where he put the ball down, and the Everton player had it, but then the referee told it to stop for some reason. I mean, you can't do that anyway. But yeah, the corners were coming in, defending them. I thought we were weak at set pieces. Last season we were horrendous. This season, sharp in defence. We got blocks as well coming in. Dallo, for me, I thought was a best player today. I know Sesko scored, but he was one of our main players actually wanted to get forward a bit more and actually played better passes in. He was good tonight actually, I thought. Casimir Fernandez could have been a bit better in terms of like how they were performing as Menu. I mean, I don't know what to say, made fouls, challenges, it's like he was under pressure. The tackle was going in. I feel like it was a bit of a nitty gritty game as well. You know, the challenges and stuff. I like it. I liked how we were actually getting challenges and tactical fouls, which doesn't get talked about often. I think who was that made that towards the end, the tactical foul? Was it Matsuari? Not Matsuari. Somebody made a tactical foul. I think it was Sesko or somebody. Matsuari comes in as well, acts like a beast. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but it's a big win. Huge win. For the race to top four, which I don't like. But you know what? Might as well get wins as they come by. Might as well get points as they come by. Because even if you draw games, they could be crucial. And yeah, that was a tough fixture for us. And we got through it pretty well. We could have scored another. We could have had crosses. I mean, we could have had players come into the box more to shoot. I think that would have helped. And Buma also had a moment, was it, in the first half where he should have scored. Yeah, which probably went a bit whilst he was trying to do. Who else could have done better? Cunha. Some of these United players act as if they're 40 years old. Cunha acted like he had no pace. Those Everton, I've seen other teams play against Everton. There's no way Cunha doesn't have that. There's no way some of those defenders have better pace than Cunha and Diallo. There's no way. They could have continued running. They could have done. I don't know why they didn't choose to. And also there was another moment where we also where Sesko was through, where Sesko was paid in again, and the keeper came out a bit more quicker this time because he knew I'm not going to make the same mistake again. And Pickford sort of put pressure on him. Unlucky there, Sesko, to not get his second goal. That would have wrapped up for sure, made it a bit more comfortable and easier. There's also a moment where Buma got the ball given to him. We should have also scored, where he bases it over. I think Pickford put pressure on him there. I've got to say, Pickford as well, on his day as well, he could be a keeper. I'm telling you, I'm surprised no other big team has come in for this keeper. They probably have done, I just probably haven't noticed it, but they probably might have done, I don't know. Right, but I've got to say, defending again from us, I thought we looked a bit nervy, but you know what, we got through it. There wasn't really, it didn't really, yeah, Everton knowing us, we were always probably going to, not always because we didn't concede, but with us, there's always a moment where you're going to think we're going to concede. And I thought that I was nervous because 1-0 is not a good score to keep. But again, at the same time, Everton didn't really, I don't know how to describe it. They didn't look like they were going to lay a glove on us. So they had shots. Of course they were going to have shots against us. Lamin's made a terrific save as well, bear that in mind. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I'll mention it again. That save in the corner, I was going to go in the top corner, was astounding. Onana probably would have let that go into the net. That's the difference. But yeah, massive. It's a huge win. But still, I don't know what to think with Everton. I mean, their new stadium, which I keep forgetting, looks the same as the other one. So yeah, I don't know. They like cutting edge as well. I know we were poor with the passing, but at least you have something about us. I was watching the Tottenham Arsenal match yesterday, right? I was watching it, and it's a derby, right? So obviously, I was watching, and I know we're bad at derbies. I know we've lost a few Manchester derbies before. We conceded 6 to City at twice, right? We do not get owned like that compared to Tottenham do against Arsenal. Yeah, they might have been there 3 years back. It's just either win or loss for them. I thought when they equalised, I was just like, it could be an upset coming on here. I mean, they're fighting relegation in a derby. And all they do is just roll over and show no fight. It's a derby. If you lose it 2-1 and you're playing well, fair enough. Go absolutely hammered again. Like the reverse fixture. It is not good enough for a club like them. And they're a big club. They don't behave like one because they don't have many achievements than them before the Premier League started. They had achievements before the Premier League, but this is the Premier League, they haven't won that many. They haven't got that many achievements to their name, and it's like the players that they have, they should be doing better. It was disappointing to see. Even I was frustrated watching them, and I don't support them. I was mad. Yeah, we might have got beat by them 4 times last season, but that's a fluke. It's showing it this season. They're worse. They're the ones that gone backwards. People are saying that my team went backwards. At least we're 4th. At least we have something going for us. This Tottenham team, when having a poor season, they drop down, or they might have a good 5th or 6th place finish. That's the type of team they are. They're more of a yo-yo club. This will be their 2nd consecutive season that they finish bottom half, possibly, because they probably will. I can't see them getting to the top half. And with a new manager, with his track record of getting sacked, was it 10 or 11 times by 10 different clubs? Ridiculous. Should be no better. The things they got is difficult. Never know, they could have a mad run, unbeaten run, but they don't win their games, they're going to go down. I know Tottenham in the Premier League next season will be crazy to think about. And also our win tonight was significant because Liverpool did something similar where they won in stoppage time, and that annoyed me because they are some team that when they're playing, they always seem to nick goals. They always seem to get a winner when it matters. And our win was crucial because we're still 3 points ahead of them and Chelsea. Chelsea drew with Burnley. We got criticised for beating them 3-2 at Old Trafford, and we were better. We should have scored at least another goal or 2. Yeah, we drew at their ground. I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. But at least we've had a win as well. At least, we went to, we played them at home and beat them 3-2. Should have been 4-5-2. And yet Chelsea struggled. I know they had 10 men, but still should have held out. Burnley should have won it as well. City have a scrappy win against Newcastle. Now I'm hoping they win the league against Arsenal now. I mean, yeah, as long as they're playing winning it, I'm happy with that. But yes, a scrappy. I thought they defended. I thought that second half they defended quite well actually. They had a bit of something. O'Reilly scoring the 2 goals. Harding was a bit quiet. Yeah, so I thought that was a bit interesting. That was how they played in the second half. Wolves losing at Crystal Palace. I don't know why they're relegated yet. Don't think they're relegated yet. I'm not sure. I think they soon will be though. Palace needed something like that because they took a slump. They took a bit of a downhill, so they needed a spark and a win from somewhere. Oh man, I kind of forgotten. Yeah, West Ham. Was it West Ham 0, Bournemouth 0? Was that one of the matches? Yeah, not bothered with that one. Sunderland 1, Fulham 3. Whoa. Wow. I thought Liverpool win their 1-0 was, crazy enough because with Sunderland's at home form. But getting beat at home like that's an impressive win from Fulham. They're showing something now. Brentford 0, Brighton 2. Obviously my London club Brentford. We're disappointed in that one, but I think they'll be alright. They shouldn't be too annoyed by that. I think they'll be okay in terms of trying to fight for like a European spot. They might get 7th. I mean, it's anybody's game now to get that 7th spot. I feel like the top 6 is decided. Unless like Liverpool or Chelsea have a drop off, or even us have a drop off, then yeah, anything's possible. But I think the top 6 could be cemented there. I think I saw the matches. I think I've gone through them anyway. And we go on to the next game. I think the next one... Oh, crap. Yeah, crap. I should have remembered. I think there's Palace at home, isn't it? I'll double check that. I know we got Palace home coming up, Newcastle at home. No, Newcastle away we got coming up. And then we got to play Leeds at home too. We got to play Villa at home. Chelsea away is the one I'm worried about. Make a note that that's the game I'm worried. That's the game where Carrick will experience his first defeat. I'm sure he will, because going there... Yeah, it's not good for us. That's going to be one of the defeats right there, I think. We got to play Liverpool at home. I'm looking forward to that one. That's a bit miles away though, but I think it is Palace. I'm pretty sure it is there, so I'll double check, don't worry. But yeah, Palace at home. Again, another one of those teams where it's going to be a bit of a struggle. I think it's going to be similar to the Fulham game. I think we'll get goals, but I think Palace will give it a bit of a go. It's not as easy as people are going to think, because despite how Palace play, I think they're going to defend a bit more. yeah, I think this game, I don't think it'll be straightforward, but I think it'll be similar to Fulham. I'm going with 3-2 United for that one. I think, well, it's going to go either way, isn't it? However we win, we win basically. Alright, that's just how the game's going to go. Palace will probably go 1 up, then we'll score, 3 goals, or we'll go 2 up and it'll be at 2-2. Then we nick it 3-2, or they go 2 up. It could go any way in that game. But I cannot see United getting beat again until probably Chelsea away. I'm going to make that prediction. I don't think it's certain, but surely looking at Carrick's team and the way where we are, we're not going to get beat very much. That's what I'm happy about. So yeah, very happy with the win. Expecting something a bit more like the next game. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification below. So see you in my next video.